Good afternoon, Crusher fans. You're listening to and watching the Crusher Sports Network from Sargent Stadium at the Point. It's Monday afternoon baseball. This afternoon's matchup features the visitors, the Claysburg Kimmel Bulldogs, out of the Inter-County Conference versus our Bishop McCort Catholic High School Crushers, the home team from the Laurel Highlands Athletic Conference. Bringing you this afternoon's action, yours truly, Ralph DeMarco, along with Jeannie Feathers. Tom Fleming, our baseball analyst, will be joining us a little bit later in the broadcast. And, of course, our stream producer, Ian Lipinski, the Dream Team, the Stream Team, the District 6 playoffs, the number 1 Crushers taking on the number 8 seed, the Claysburg Kimmel Bulldogs. And welcome, Jeannie, to the stream, the Dream Team.
Good to be back again.
Well, Jeannie, how have things been going with you?
You know what? It's a beautiful day. Things have been good. You know, we're winding down school, so it's always a little hectic around the schoolhouse this time of year. But I'm really excited to enter playoffs. Hopefully, we're going to make a great run at it, and I can't wait. My favorite time of the year.
Well, Jeannie, I know you're a big baseball fan, so I know this is exciting stuff for you as well.
Yeah, this is, and it's really exciting to me that now we're playing teams that we haven't played before this season. So it'll be a good run.
Well, we're marking our way to the coach's corner, and of course, our head baseball coach, Chris Digger-Fowl, is going to join us on the coach's corner. But Coach Fowl has won a state championship in 2012, a state runner-up twice, 8 trips to the Elite Eight, 5 trips to the Final Four, 7 District 6 championships, 220 wins against 89 losses. Coach Fowl, you've lived a lifetime in baseball, have you not?
I've been blessed to be head coach of this program. I was blessed to play for it. And, we have a great tradition here. We've had some great players. And hopefully we can add to the resume this year.
Well, Coach, last week we talked a little bit about, you strive to win them all. You want to be the number 1 seed. But whether you're the number 1 seed or the 8th seed, there's a whole mantra around that whole situation.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, our kids played hard, challenging schedule. We played well down the stretch and were able to secure that 1 seed. But that also means everybody's gunning for you. But the pros of that are we get to play here at home. Our kids are confident here. We should have a good student showing tonight. And, like I said, there's no place like the Point Stadium to play high school baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's the best place to stream high school baseball from. You won't get any debate from me on that one, okay?
Heck no.
Well, Coach Fowl, with all that being said, Claysburg Kimmel and bumps off Bishop Guilford. They're the number 8 seed. We're the number 1 seed. What are you looking at here today? What are the keys to this game?
Keys to this game are going to be, to come out and have Mason establish a strike zone and pump the zone like he has all year, play defense behind him. And, I'd like to get on the board early. I mean, I know everybody says that, but I think it's really important because we've been through this before. A lot of times the first game in the postseason, there's some jitters until everybody settles in. They've gotten through that. They've played a playoff game and, they came back and won. So I think it's going to be important for us to try to get out to an early lead and put some pressure on them.
Coach, were you able to get a read down there on the field of, the feeling down there on the field here with our Crushers?
Yeah, as far as our guys go, they're as locked in as I've seen them all year. I could tell when they dismissed and they were walking in the locker room after school, they had a business look in their eye. This is what they wanted. This is what they've worked for. They came down. We had a great BP and IO, and I think our guys are really, really locked in today. We rely on some of the experience we have. Mason and Brock are 4-year starters, and they were integral parts of our district title team 2 years ago. Those guys have provided tremendous leadership all year, and I just see them walking around, encouraging people, getting them fired up. So I think as far as the mentality goes, I think we're locked in.
Well, Coach Fowl, thanks for joining us on the Coach's Corner, and I want to wish you the best of luck today.
Thanks, and real quick before I go, I want to say hi to my college coach, Rich Herman. He's listening, and he reached out to me. It just says something about a guy that coached you 25 plus years ago that sends you a message on playoff day because he knows it helps calm the nerves. So, Coach, I'm glad you're listening, and hopefully we can catch up soon.
Take care, Coach. Good luck, man.
Good luck.
Well, Jeannie, there you have it. Coach Fowl, one of his keys to the game is to score early, and he's mentioned that, everybody says that, but he believes that's important for this evening's, for this afternoon's game to get out to an early start here in the District 6 playoffs, the quarterfinal round, the final 8. Jeannie, anything that you need to share with our listeners?
Oh, I always have things to share with our listeners. Let me talk a little bit about our corporate sponsors who make the biggest difference in Bishop McCort, keeping the school thriving and being able to offer activities like this great baseball team. Ameriserve Financial, Dr. John P. Walker Family Dentistry, Laurel Auto Group, Ann Harris Smith Foundation, HF Lens Company, Allegheny Orthodontic Associates, Martella's Pharmacy, McEnany Brothers, Metz Culinary Services, Nico's Restaurant, WJAC TV, and Game Day Apparel.
Well, Jeannie, I'm looking for our good buddy Sunshine Jill. She should be strolling in here anytime so we can get the afternoon weather report, the game time weather report.
Well, I know that when I left the school, she was hard at work with her calculator flipping through, so she must have a lot to do before the end of school. So she may be cutting it a little close, but I'm sure she'll stop in.
We'll get that weather report. I can guarantee you that right now. Jeannie, we're going to jump around our script a little bit because we have some our baseball analysts will be showing up in just a bit, and Sunshine Jill, our weather girl, will be showing up here shortly. But thinking about D6 1A baseball, so right now, today, you have Bishop McCort hosting Claysburg Kimmel, and we, or whoever wins this baseball game today, will get the winner of Williamsburg and Moshannon Valley Friday the 24th. And on the other side of the bracket, Glendale and Bishop Carroll are playing today. Blackleaf Valley and Portage are playing, and then the winners of those games, and that will be your Final Four at that point. And I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about the District 6 1A baseball whenever Mr. Fleming gets here. Any thoughts on that before I shift gears to softball?
I'm really hoping that both teams get to play deep into playoffs and hopefully make it to the state. These boys have really been working really hard. The improvement that this team has made as far as consistency over the course of the season has been tremendous. I think that Coach Powell said it. They're in their stride right now. So
it's a good place to be your stride, right?
I've got my praying going. So let's just hope that this turns out to be a great night.
Now, we want to switch gears a little bit, Jeannie. We're going to talk a little bit about District PIAA District 6 softball tournament, Class A. Our girls earlier in the week bumped up Ferndale. At Ferndale, our girls are ranked they're the number 9 seed, and they're up at West Branch. I'm sure that one's going to be starting in just a bit, but it's kind of reversed for the girls.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm going to see if I can pick it up on Game Change so that we can sort of keep track of it.
But we'll talk a little bit more about that softball situation, too, because we're hoping that maybe somebody will shoot us some scores, but you're on Game Changer, so that will help our cause as well. We do want to remind our Crusher fans, with a victory here, we will have the Crusher Player of the Game, and we'll interview that individual at the end of the game today with a Crusher victory. And I noticed that the sun got sunnier. Jeannie, is that my imagination? Or?
No, it's just Jill coming in.
That's right, peeps. Here I am.
Sunshine Jill. How are you, Sunshine?
Oh, you know what? I'm good. What a beautiful day.
Well,
my goodness, we couldn't ask for a better day.
Well, let's have that game time weather report.
Right now, it is 84 degrees, sunny, hot, beautiful out. What a nice day for a game. You know what, though? I think, let's see. Let me do something here. Let's see what we're going to have. Actually, it's going to stay pretty warm the whole entire time. So we're going to have a good day here. No rain in the forecast. Little clouds. Not much else, though.
But let me tell you what, Sunshine, that's the kind of weather report that we want. Okay.
That's right. That's right. You know what? We don't get many warm days for baseball, so this we'll take and enjoy.
Well, you guys, whenever we're not streaming, you're usually sitting down there bundled up in blankets and all that stuff, right?
Well,
Umbrellas.
it's very important that Jill and I are here in every game.
It is.
I just don't think they play the same when one of us
That's
isn't
right.
here. So
We bring the good luck.
it is. It is.
We're not just sunshine. We're good luck charms.
And you know what? I can't seem to find the game on Game Changer, so I don't know about the district playoffs,
For the
whether they're
girls.
on there or not, the girls.
Mm.
So if Frank Bailey's listening or somebody has a text and he can text one of us the scores going forward and how things are going, we would sure appreciate that.
Yeah, I can get a hold of somebody for you.
Well,
That's
Sunshine,
updated.
if you can get those softball scores for us, we'd appreciate that. Win,
I
lose, or
definitely
whatever,
will.
we're going to announce it, okay?
I'll definitely do that for you. That sounds
Win,
perfect.
Ralph, win.
We're gonna
Positive
win. Yeah.
thinking.
Come on,
Positive
good
thinking.
vibes. Good juju. Let's go.
Get the vibes going. Get the
spirit
vibes
fingers.
We're all
going.
about
No.
the vibes.
Let's
I feel
go,
like
Crushers today. Come on,
I
huh?
feel like in one of those seances or something like that. I had no idea where you guys were going with all that stuff right there.
Well,
Sunshine Jill, thanks for the great weather report, and
anytime.
go Crushers.
Let's go, Crushers.
And
all
with
right.
all that being said, hustling to get to the ballpark today has been our good buddy. Yes, thanks, Ian. Has been our good buddy Tom Fleming, our baseball analyst, and he'll be jumping in on the stream here in just a second. And I'm going to give up this chair, and they can work out however they want to sit. I'm going to stand through this affair. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, then I'm going to get a better point of view.
You're going to get a better point of view, huh?
I was throwing myself behind the wall. Nobody puts Jeannie behind the wall.
I'm better off not commenting on that in any way, shape, or form. Okay, and you do what you got to do, Jeannie, and
I can see perfect now. That's all
you're
that matters.
you're in good shape, right? Okay.
I am.
And I'm going to stand, and we're all going to be okay. And now, our good buddy Tom Fleming has joined us here on the stream, and he's going to be our baseball analyst. Former superintendent at Richland High School, former principal at Bishop McCort. Now subbing in on some English classes at Bishop McCort. And welcome to the stream, Mr. Fleming.
It's good to be here. I'm not here myself. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you are.
All right, there are. I'm back. Good to be here, Ralph. Thanks for the kind introduction. You read the resume just as I gave it to you right before the game, so thank you. Yeah, doing some English work. I tell people I used to be retired. Now I'm just tired.
Oh, you can't be tired. You're doing amazing things in that classroom.
Well, it's easy when you have a good bunch of kids. And,
We do
and I've
have
got
a
some
good bunch of kids,
really,
that's for sure.
really great
Well,
kids.
Tom, as we start moving through the stream here, I had a chance to talk to the Claysburg dugout, and I asked them what their keys to the game were, and it's amazing. They said exactly what Coach Fowle said on the coach's corner. They want to score some runs early, and they're flying high. They bumped off Bishop Guilfoyle last week, so that's a real plus. Earlier in the week they bumped. Last week they bumped off Bishop Guilfoyle. Okay, it's Monday, all right. But since we got Coach Fowle's key to the game, Coach Ross Helsel's key to the game from Claysburg, how about your keys to the game, Jeannie?
Well, I think that, I'm going to go right along the lines of Dicker. That Mason has to come out and the first inning I've learned is pinnacle as far as pitching goes, because you can't get that. You have to set the pace early. And if Mason comes out and he's on his game, which I'm sure he will be, but I think that my key to the game is we have to get our bats moving. We've been hitting okay, but they've all been fly balls, and they've been caught easily. So we have to really try to pinpoint and sort of target where we're hitting and make the most of all of those.
So Coach Fowle said score early. The coach at Claysburg, Coach Helsel, said score early. And Jeannie says put the ball in play, and in a roundabout way she's saying score some runs. So, Mr. Fleming, I got to put you on the spot. What are your keys to this game?
Well, I don't know what hasn't already been said, but one of the key things for tonight or this afternoon's ball game is Mason Fowle will be on the mound. He's our ace, and he's the starting pitcher for the Crushers. It's my understanding that the Claysburg Kimmel Bulldogs had to pitch their starter the entire game against Bishop Guilfoyle. It was a 2-1 ball game, I believe, at last week.
That was the final.
And it was a 2-out bases loaded walk is how the game ended. It was my understanding Bishop Guilfoyle they switched up pitchers in a strategic move. The coach kind of thinking he needed to save some innings for today if they would have gotten past Claysburg, which they did not, and the reliever wasn't able to close out the game. But again, I think the last several games, the Crushers have been hitting the ball pretty well. Brock Bepler has had a hot bat, along with Zadney.
I know, it's a tough one.
I was just
call him Eli.
Eli had
a first name basis.
Had a last couple games where he's had the hot bat as well. So again, getting some of these kids into the game early on, it's a great day for a baseball game. In fact, I see some of the umbrellas are out not because of the threat of rain, but just to kind of shade themselves from the sun. Yeah.
I do have a question. Do you know? And I've asked other people, and I think everybody seems to think it's number of pitches. What is the pitch as far as switching out pitchers? How soon can you pitch after a game? That sort of thing.
Yeah, I'm under the impression, and after talking with some folks, that pitchers are given a few extra pitches in the playoffs. Okay. So they're able to pitch, I think, 105 pitches in any one time, and then they obviously would need to have several days of rest before they could come back in. I'm not exactly sure how many days that would be. The winner of today's game, I believe, plays on Friday.
Yes, Friday.
Friday, and at the higher seeded location. So if the Crushers were able to get by Claysburg Kimmel today, on Friday they would be playing the winner of Williamsburg and Shannon Valley, who are playing this afternoon at Williamsburg, the 4 and the 5 seed. So,
with all that, Coach, if you had to boil it down to one key to the game, what would it be?
I think Mason Fowl just shutting down the Claysburg hitters. I think we're going to be able to generate some runs, and I think if Mason's on today, they'll be able to keep this a low scoring game.
And I'm going to give you my key to the game. Claysburg is considered a top defensive team, and we've got to put the ball in play. We can't hit it right at them. We got to get some gap shots, things like that, and that's my key to the game. Before we go any further, we're going to do our sportsmanship prayer, Jeannie, and we thank Father Crookston for providing us with that sportsmanship prayer.
Strong and faithful God, the giver of the fullness of life, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes, coaches, officials, and all gathered here. Keep these young people safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. And we're going to have the powwow with the umpires, the head coaches, and captains at home plate. And your umpires for for this afternoon's baseball game, Don Bakota, Corey Thays, and Jeff Day. And your pitch counter is John Page, and he'll be directly behind home plate area, probably counting those pitches. And Coach Fleming, what are they talking about down there? What do they talk about at that meeting down there?
Well, the Point Stadium is a little bit unique in the way it's laid out. So they'll go over the ground rules as far as the ball going off the fence, or if it gets caught in the screen or what have you, which is kind of unique. Really, pretty much after that, it's the usual things, talking about sportsmanship, talking about they're exchanging actually lineups now and looking that over. Sometimes they'll be asking about courtesy runners for the catcher or for the pitcher, if that would happen to occur during the course of the game. But all in all, it's kind of a formality. Sometimes it does have added significance if there are kind of certain things that are unique to a certain field. Here with the turf field and the great facilities here at Sargent Stadium at the Point, it should be pretty clear cut as far as any balls that are hit into the outfield or in play or out of play. It's pretty well designated.
What a great field to play in.
Oh, it's outstanding. It really is. These kids, I think, I know they appreciate it because, it's just a unique venue for baseball and for football and soccer and all the sports that are hosted here through the city of Johnstown's recreation department, and for the Crushers to call the Point their home, as it has been for a lot of years.
Well, as we get closer, we want to remind our fans that you will not be able to hear the announcements on the intercom or the national anthem. Okay, and just so you know, when they do play the national anthem, we will go quiet out of respect for our great nation. And Coach Fowle now is explaining some of the intricacies of the Point Stadium, as it is a unique baseball facility, but it's a one of a kind, which is really pretty cool. And they did put some new turf down about 18 months back, and so the turf is in great condition, and it's just a great day to play baseball here. Mr. Hornick has showed up here and he's giving us the high sign. Hi, Mr. Hornick, how you doing, buddy? So the dream team, the stream team, Jeannie, anything you want to pass on to our listeners before we get this thing rocking and rolling here?
I just want to talk about a little bit more about our corporate sponsors. We have Bread Insurance, McElwain Bus and Charter, Beauty Lawn, Joey Dell's 2001 Catering, Modern Art and Plate Glass, Westwood Floral and Gifts, Footsteps Psychological Services, David J. Weaver Esquire, Cambria Roofing and Remodeling, Capri Restaurant in Westmont. Boy, I had a hard time with that one. Family Dentistry Associates, Dr. Garber, and Flair of Country Catering. Looks like the powwow's over, and we're getting ready to call it a game.
Let's see, Braden Haney is on the mound for Claysburg. His record's 2-1. He's a sophomore and he has a 4.1 ERA. So again, they're not going to face Simpson, the senior, who is their ace. He's going to be playing first base today. But again, the Claysburg Kimmel Bulldogs come in today's game with an 8-11 record, 3-5 in their conference. They will be wearing white pants, royal blue jerseys with yellow numerals with some white trim on the sleeves. Crushers will be sporting their red ball caps along with their crimson trim on socks, white pants, and gold jerseys.
You know I'm a fan of the socks.
Love the socks.
Tell us the story, Jeannie.
Well, I always have the thing. Do you prefer the socks or the pants?
Mm-hmm.
And I just like the look of the socks. It looks like it's baseball.
You know what? And from a the long pants only started happening worse at the knees. It helps the umpire because the strike zone is from the knees to kind of the armpits of the chest. So if you're behind the plate and you're calling balls and strikes, and you can see that ball go across, at the knees or below the knees or above the knee, I think it really does help the umpire out.
What an interesting perspective. There you go. That's why you're the.
That's why he's here, to give us an interesting perspective.
As a former umpire, sometimes any help you can get is
former
is
umpire.
Appreciated.
I might have to move away a little bit just to catch any umpire things. Okay.
Well, you know how I feel about the umpires.
And you know what? Make sure you hold on to that thought, Jeannie, because we do want to talk about that through the course of the stream. Go ahead, Mr. Fleming.
So, real quickly, the best home plate umpiring was in slow pitch softball. If it hit the mat behind the home plate, it was a strike. If it didn't hit the mat, it was a ball. And I'll end on that.
There you go.
And we're going to go quiet for the national anthem. And we want to give a shout out. We want to give a shout out to those men and women all around the world who protect and serve our great nation each and every day. Jeannie, would you mind going through the McCort defensive lineup?
I sure would not mind. in right field, we have Braden Jarvis. Center field, Brock Bepler. Left field, Eli. And in the infield, we have Mason Fowl pitching, Eric Radkowski at catching, Mike Pruce at first base, Jonathan D'Elia at second base, Adam Radkowski playing shortstop, and Lucas Turner at third base.
And DHing for Bishop McCort will be Cooper Steigers, and he'll be DHing for Mike Pruce. Coach Fleming, can I put you on the spot? Can you go through the Claysburg Kimmel Bulldog batting order?
Sure. Why not put me on a spot again, Ralph? Sure. Leading off and playing shortstop is Zach Campagna. Batting second is the catcher, Mason Campagna. Batting third is the first baseman, Aiden Simpson. Batting the cleanup batter is the pitcher, Braden Henry.
I think that's Haney.
Oh, that's right. You're right. It is Braden Haney. My bad. And then batting fifth is the third baseman, Peyton Kinsley. The center fielder is Riley Ebersol. DHing will be Quentin Bush. He'll bat seventh, and he'll be batting for the right fielder, Braden Furry. And the left fielder batting eighth will be Matt Lehman, and batting ninth is the second baseman, Dustin Slowick.
Well, there you have it. And we've got our first batter, and the game is about to begin. Leading off for Claysburg Kimmel, the shortstop, number 1, Zach Campagna.
Strike one. That's a good way to start it off, Mason.
Mr. Hornick passing through and helps us a lot here with the stream and keeps us straight, and we do appreciate all the help that he gives us.
He does a little bit of everything.
So Ralph, you didn't mention why the listeners are not able to hear the national anthem and the PA announcements.
Because we have the door closed and the air conditioning is on.
I'll tell you what, this is a bonus. I did not expect air conditioning here at in the press box, but wow, what a nice feature that is.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Right-handed batter, shortstop Zach Campagna. Mason Fowl is on the mound, and I'm sure I can put Mr. Fleming on the spot. He might have some stats on Mason Fowl, possibly.
Well, and I know Zach Campagna I was reaching for. He's batting .316. He has 18 hits, 10 RBIs, so he's a good leadoff batter. And as far as Mason Fowl is concerned, I know that as a pitcher, he's 3 strikeouts away from a milestone, and we'll talk about that if he gets.
Well, there's a strikeout
one.
right
There's
there.
one.
One
Okay.
out. Mason feeling it, man. He's feeling it. He's a great leader. I'll walk through there in pregame, and he's not interested in any chitter chatter at that time. He's focused on winning the baseball game, making sure people are doing what they need to do, and he's a great leader for this baseball team.
Mason has pitched over 45 innings, and he has pitched 53 strikeouts this year. So that's a heck of an average. Only given up 12 walks, 16 earned runs. So Mason records his first strikeout to the leadoff batter.
And I will say this, Mr. Fleming, if you have any stats you need to offer up as we go, you just jump right in there, okay? You don't need to lead in for that. And the catcher, batting second, number 4, Mason Campagna. No balls, 2 strikes to this right-handed hitter.
Mason's a sophomore, batting .545. 30 hits and 21 run scores.
Well, there was the third
2 outs.
strike.
This is how we want to start.
2 outs.
So another strikeout.
I don't know if we'll be able to get his attention, but the athletic director at Greater Johnstown, Coco Fowl, Digger's brother, sitting right down there behind home plate with the pitch counter there, John Page, and hopefully we'll get a chance to chat him up as the game wears on.
Mason Fowl now for his career as a crusher has 199 strikeouts.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty amazing when you think about it. I didn't even strike out that many times. Now, I didn't throw strikeouts. I mean, strike out as a batter.
As a pitcher, right.
Yeah, exactly. I only struck out like about 150 times. Our third batter is number 0, Aiden Simpson, the first baseman. He's batting from the left side.
We know that Mason is going to continue his athletic and academic career at Mansfield University this fall. He'll be playing baseball up there. I'm sure that they're probably watching this game, I would think, a little bit to see how he's doing.
I talked to Digger about that, and I said, they're getting really a player that can play. He can play any position on the field. Yeah. And he said initially they really want to see him as a pitcher before they start moving him to other positions. They really want him to pitch for them. So, we wish him the best of luck. But we got to get on a little run here and make a little run at this district title.
Mason will be teammates with Luke Rejo from Richland.
Wow,
there it is. He's 200 right there.
Congratulations, Mason Fowle, with his 200th strikeout of his career. Dad comes out of the dugout, gives him a big hug, and now let's get those bats going. We kept Claysburg off the scoreboard, and I do have some thank yous. I want to thank the Claysburg administration, their head baseball coach Ross Helsel, and on our end. Thank yous to Chris Fowle, Mike Bako, Tom Smith, Tim Hornick, Mary Luna, John DeFazio, and of course Don Stanton. And moving to the bottom of the second inning as
bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first inning. Thanks for keeping me straight, Jeannie.
So with that 200th strikeout, he's the second Bishop McCort Crusher to hit that milestone. It's my understanding that Jabbar Brown also threw for 200 strikeouts as a pitcher. But when you think about it, that's 50 strikeouts a season for 4 seasons.
That's
Mason,
a lot.
Mason pitched obviously as a freshman, so each year that's consistency is what it is, and just great command of his pitches. And again, it's a big milestone. It's quite a feat. He was not. It's my understanding that he was not aware that he only needed a few strikeouts. Maybe they told him before the game started. They didn't want him to kind of let that be something that was on his mind. But now that's behind him, and everyone he gets beyond this point will just add to that number 200.
Well, and I watched Mason. He got the game ball and gave it to his mom, and she'll take good care of that. I'm sure Mrs. Fowle will take good care of that baseball.
It's probably not his first trophy baseball on the mantle at the Fowle.
So
when the kid grows up, when the kid grows up in the dugout and has been to a lot of baseball and has had quite an outstanding scholastic and travel baseball career, and all that stuff that they do in Triple ABA League. And
I took a look outside at the fan section, and it's filling up, which is great. I mean, we just got out of school an hour ago. But
and it's nice that there's no admission charge.
There's no admission charge. But you know what I'm always impressed with when I come to McCort games, whether it's football, softball, whatever, the number of alumni that are in the stands that have no children presently playing. I think it's awesome.
And the first batter, right-handed batter, number 4, Brock Bepler. Jeannie, can you set Claysburg's defense very quickly for us, please?
I sure can. We've got pitching, Braden Haney. Catching, Mason Campagna. First base, Aiden Simpson. Second base, Dustin Slowick. Zach Campagna at shortstop. Peyton Nisley at third base. Braden Fury in right field. Riley Eversole in center. And Matt Lehman in left field.
And for the Crushers, our first batter is center fielder, number 4, Brock Bepler. 2 balls, no strikes, and he hits a fly ball, and it's going to be out of play right over the top of our heads, okay?
I heard it hit.
And going through the lineup here, Mason Fowle will bat second, Jonathan D'Elia third, Adam Rakowski will bat fourth, Lucas Turner fifth, Eric Radkowski sixth, Cooper Steigers will DH for the first baseman, Mike Pruce. Left fielder Eli Zazadny and right fielder Braden Jarvis.
Brock is batting .306 for the season. He has 10 singles, 8 doubles, and a home run. 10 RBIs, 28 runs scored, and that's what you need your leadoff batter to do, be able to get on base and get the inning rally going.
He's facing a full count right now, 3-2.
And one of the better base stealers in the history of Bishop McCort baseball. He fouls it off toward the Claysburg dugout. I know he had 44 stolen bases just coming into the season from last year, and we'll see if we can't get a number on that.
He has 19 this season, Ralph.
Wow. You know, he can run the bases. There's no doubt about it. And Coach Fowl is an aggressive third base coach. And Bepler draws the walk, and the Mason Fowl, the pitcher, number 11, is up next. So I'm going to pick your brains here now. Does Coach bunt him over? Do we hit away? What are your thoughts here early in this baseball game? Coach said, want to get a run in early.
I look for him to maybe try to bunt, to be honest with you here. We'll see. It's early in the game. You know, at least with a strike or two, and then give him the green light to swing away. They're concerned about Bepler at first. Pitcher throws over and Brock gets back safely.
I'm going to go the other way. I think he's going to swing. He's been hitting really well and placing the ball well. So we'll see.
Here comes Mr. Bako, our athletic director.
Oh, let's swing away, Genie.
There's a shot into center field, but the center fielder is able to track it down. Bepler was, as he's coached, goes halfway, and he gets back safely. And the center fielder for Claysburg, number 4, Mason Campagna, had to go a long way to his left in that right center gap, and he made a nice play, and that's the first out of the inning for the Crushers here in the bottom of the first. John D'Elia, number 2 up to bat, having himself a real solid season.
He is Ralph. He's batting .375, 17 singles, 5 doubles, a triple, and a home run. And there goes Brock.
Bepler going to second base, and the ball gets through.
Stay there.
So Bepler's going to get a stolen base. That might be an error on the shortstop. I don't think it was a throwing error, but Bepler gets in safe. So with 1 out, Crushers have a runner on second. D'Elia, right-handed batter. The count, 1 ball, no strikes to him here in the bottom of the first.
I think Brock would have been safe even with if they would have filled it cleanly, Ralph.
So that becomes a whole it's up to the official scorer then.
Pickoff attempt, half-hearted pickoff attempt, throw the second base.
I think they want Bepler close.
Yeah.
They want Bepler close to that base.
They want him to know that they're keeping an eye on him. So the
got to be careful. You get a little double move in there. You get a balk and you give up a base. So you got to be a little careful with that movement.
Braden Haney pitching from the stretch, checks the runner, throws it outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And timeout has been called by the catcher. He's talking to the pitcher a little bit, kind of. Sometimes the catcher gives signals too to the infielders and to the pitcher if they're going to have a pickoff move, especially at second base. And with the pitcher only being a sophomore.
Now we have another timeout.
They're going to intentionally walk D'Elia.
Oh, he's been hitting well.
Yep.
Well, that also
But I have to tell you, too, Adam Radkowski has been hitting well.
Now, up to bat now is our shortstop, number 45, Adam Radkowski. The coaching point there, I would have to think now you can get an out at any base with runners on first and second. You kind of took the bat out of D'Elia's hand.
Right. And you could a double play
could
get you out of the inning as well.
D'Elia's got a nice lead. Radkowski fouls it off to the right toward our Crusher dugout. Foul ball off the screen.
Adam checking the signals from Coach Fowl down at third base. Very aggressive at the plate, taking a cut at the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Another
fouls it back.
Boy, they are watching Brock Bepler, aren't they?
They're
dancing behind the base.
Yeah,
as they should, and it's good to see teams.
Oh, yeah.
That means that they scouted, they did their job. Okay.
Well, and they're sometimes it takes the infielders out of position too. The shortstop's closer to second base, and there's a big
gap there
for Adam if he could poke it through between the third baseman and then the shortstop who's playing right behind Brock. There goes.
Both runners are going, and they're both going to come in standing up. So we've got runners on second and third with 1 out. Radkowski at the plate, and the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Coach Fowles got him right. He's got the ducks on the pond exactly where he wants them. And his coaching point was to get a run in early, get an early lead, and there's the opportunity for the Crushers right now.
Now, this is where you want your cleanup batter to be able to get a couple RBIs right here.
Ooh,
and it takes
Bases are loaded.
Takes one for the team. Hit by pitch.
Just kind of grazed the back of his jersey there. And that's going to bring up number 27, the third baseman, Lucas Turner, up to bat. And bases loaded, one out. Great opportunity for the Crushers to get off to an early lead.
You can see if a Lucas Turner overdrive a couple runs in right now. Good to see him fully recovered from his pretty serious injury
There's
early
a
in the
strike.
season.
That was a good pitch.
And I didn't mention this early, but Claysburg Kimmel brings an 8-11 overall record into this contest, and the Crushers bring in a 12-8 overall record. Claysburg, the number 8 seed in District 6-1A, the Crushers, the number 1 seed. And it's a ground ball to the third baseman. He bobbles it. He fires it to first. He's able to get the out at first base, but the Crushers get the run in, and Coach Fowl gets that early lead that he was hoping for.
Yeah, good contact by Lucas Turner. Third baseman wasn't able to field it cleanly, or he would have gone to home for the force out, but he was able to make the throw over to first and get Lucas for one out. But again, Lucas gets the RBI on the fielder's choice.
Batting now is the catcher, number 3, Eric Redkowski. Crushers up 1-0. Runners on second and third. 2 outs.
High and inside. Almost
got him.
Almost like his brother.
I know.
Take one on the shoulder there.
You know that has to hurt.
Yeah.
But they just shake it off.
No pain, no gain.
Little Taylor Swift. Shake it off.
I'd be rolling around crying.
There's no crying in baseball, Jeannie. You know that.
Braden Haney, the pitcher for Claysburg, seems to be just struggling a little bit right now, trying to find that strike zone. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Eric Redkowski batting.
Braden Haney's able to pitch from the full windup. He's not concerned about the runners, just going to focus on trying to get the batter, Radkowski, out at the plate. Another one inside.
Yeah, he can't seem to be consistently. He's around it, but he just can't consistently seem to throw strikes right now.
3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Crushers up 1-0. Bottom of the first. Runners on second and third.
And there is strike 2. We've got a full count. I can't imagine the runners won't be rocking and rolling here, huh, Coach Fleming?
Yeah. Oh, he's certainly taking that pitch. Now Haney was able to find the strike zone. So here it is, full count. Runners are getting ready to take a. Oh, it's outside.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't even have a chance to swing at it. Good play by the catcher to keep it from going to the backstop.
So the bases are now loaded with 2 outs, and the designated hitter, number 29, Cooper Steigers, is up to bat. He bats from the right side. He's the designated hitter for our first baseman, number 34, Michael Pruce. 1-0 Crushers. Oh, boy, just give me a base hit here now. We've got a pinch runner going into first base now.
What number do we have? Number 6. That's Ange Galucci.
Galucci in running for the catcher, Eric Redkowski. Galucci is an outstanding base runner. Coach Fowl wouldn't put him out there if he wasn't.
He's a good athlete.
3-sport athlete. There goes
Steigers gets
Cooper
a little
Sharp.
pop up to the pitcher, and that's the third out. And Claysburg is able to hold the Crushers to 1 run. We go to the top of the second. Bishop McCort 1, Claysburg 0, and Coach Fowl got that early run that he wanted, but I'm sure he wanted more. But that's the game, and that's how the ball bounces sometimes.
Yeah, 3 runners left on base. The Crushers kind of squandered an opportunity to. You want to get greedy sometimes, and you have the runners on second and third, or the bases loaded. But they're happy to get the 1 for sure.
And I think when you have a second out, when you're in a second out situation and you go up to bat, that pressure means something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you feel like you have to hit the ball.
That's right.
Which you sort of do.
Yeah. And Cooper being a senior, he's does a good job at the plate. He just kind of got under it a little bit, and it's an easy play for the pitcher to make on a little pop-up.
Top of the second, Crushers 1, Claysburg 0.
So Claysburg will have their 4, 5, and 6 hitters up this inning as Mason struck out the sides to open the game.
The home plate umpire acknowledging our celebrities behind the home plate there, John Page and Coco Fowl. John Page is taking care of the pitch count today, and Coco come to watch his nephew Mason pitch some baseball here today.
Leading off for the Bulldogs is the pitcher, Braden Haney, trying to help his own cause.
Tell you what, Mason, he's thrown hard today. Not that he doesn't always throw hard, but he seems like he got some zip on that baseball today.
Yeah, when you're in a playoff situation, it all counts.
I think pitchers generally like it when it's hot too. It's a little harder to pitch in foul weather, but when it's hot and you're warmed up, get a good grip on the ball.
3 balls, no strikes.
All right, Mason, settle down.
Number 12, the pitcher, Braden Haney, right-handed batter. Shows like he's going to bunt, but it's a called strike, so it's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Makes good contact. He gets past the third baseman.
Base hit into left field, so the Claysburg's got a runner on first with no outs. Up to bat, number 26, the third baseman, Peyton Nicely, batting for the Bulldogs. From talking to some of the Claysburg fans, that win over Bishop Guilfoyle, that was just huge for those for their baseball program.
Guilfoyle beat us this year, right, Ralph?
Yeah, I want to say it was like 14-6 or 14-7 that they beat us.
It was early in the season.
Yeah. I think the Crushers are happy to face a different opponent than facing the Marauders again.
We got a little line drive to the second baseman, D'Elia. They catch number 12, the pitcher, Braden Haney, off the bag, and the Crushers get an easy double play.
There, that's what we needed.
Amen. We're in the top of the second. Crushers 1, Claysburg 0. 2 outs, and that brings up the third batter of the inning. That's number 10, the center fielder, Riley Ebersole, who made a nice running catch in the bottom of the first from his center field position. Mason catches that inside corner.
Maybe a little bit of a curve to it because the batter kind of jumped out of the way and it kind of curved in there for a strike. It's the same spot. 0-2. 2 outs, no runners on. Crushers up.
Going to go back to that spot or go outside, you think?
I'd go outside. Then again, I'm not a pitcher.
He went right back to that spot and struck him out, man.
Number 201.
Mason's feeling it, doing some good stuff here. We go to the bottom of the second inning, and I have some information about one of our track and field runners, and a young fella by the name of Shaquille Ferguson. He's a senior running track and field at Bishop McCort. And this information came from Coach Mankulich and Coach Lexi Regula. I want to thank them for sharing this information. His 400-meter time of 49.75 is a school record, okay? And he actually went out at districts and beat that time with a 49.6 and has qualified for the state track and field meet. He owns the 400-meter record, and in the state of Pennsylvania right now, in AA states, track and field in the 400 meters, he is ranked 3rd out of 25 runners going to the state meet this Friday and Saturday. The preliminaries are Friday at 1:30. The finals are 1:40. On Saturday, we want to wish Shaquille Ferguson the very, very best of luck, and that's pretty amazing to run under 400 meters and be one of the top 400-meter runners in the state in AA track and field.
That's absolutely, that's one of the hardest events in track because it's a sprint. For one lap around that track, it is a full-out sprint, and Shaquille is going to be continuing his academic and athletic career at Mercyhurst.
Yes, he is
as a football player.
Yes, he is. If they have a track team at Mercyhurst, I'd have to chat with Shaq. Okay, but we want to wish him the best of luck, and
that's this weekend, Ralph.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Friday
this weekend.
Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a hard time rocking 400 feet. And 49.
Well, back in the old days when I ran track and field, I ran 2 400s and 2 800s every meet. That's when you didn't have a say in anything. You just did what you were told.
That's right.
The tracks were shorter then, Ralph.
They were in yards, not meters. Ground out for Eric. Help me out with that. Zazadny. Ground out. Eli. I like Eli a lot better.
Up to the bat, Braden Jarvis, our right fielder.
Pitch was a little low. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Crushers lead 1-0. Bottom of the second.
What an adjustment pitching to Eli Zazadny, who's a giant.
Big strike zone.
And then you have Braden, who's a little shorter, and it's an adjustment. Ooh, there you go.
Jarvis pops one into right field and gets himself a single. Get on that base, young fella. He was kind of jogging down there, going to make the turn, okay? Coach Bradley's going to have a little chat with him on that one. I can tell you that right now. Get your butt down here first, my friend.
Yeah, that right fielder made a play on him, and I don't think the first baseman handled it cleanly, so no call was made at first.
No harm, no foul, but got
to
be a little bit more alert than that.
Okay, now we have a conversation with...
Now what?
Claysburg's calling a timeout, something on the field that is being removed. I'm not sure exactly what it is.
It's a piece of something, let's put it that way, and it doesn't need to be out there.
It's almost like maybe some of the pitching rubber
came maybe, off. And the coaches and the umpires are having a little discussion there.
Like a white piece of debris, but it came off the pitcher's mound.
And, with the artificial mounds now, it's not like that rubber is dug into that dirt or smashed, pounded into that dirt.
We're back to live action now with Jarvis at first, leadoff batter, top of the order now, Brock Bepler.
We got to make some hay. We left 2 runners on base at the bottom of the first, 3 runners on base at the bottom of the first. Yes, we had the bases loaded. Well, we got to make up for that. We got to get a couple runs here this inning. We got to start to extend the lead just a bit. Two strikes to Brock Bepler. Brock's not sure about that one, but I'm sure Coach File's telling him anything close, you got to take a whack at it.
District 6 umpires assigned by District 6 Baseball Committee. A throw over to first. Braden back easily.
Jarvis extends his lead just by about a step. Pitcher looks over at him. He gets back. Having a little eye contact there, checking each other out.
A little cat and mouse.
That's a ball.
Good eye by Brock.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Struck him out looking.
Well, that seemed a little high to me, but I'm not down there. I'm not the umpire, and they have a thankless job. And in between innings, Jeannie's going to talk a little bit about umpires in general. Number 11, batting now is our pitcher, Mason Fowl. Had a milestone here tonight. Got his 200th career strikeout for the Crushers, and we congratulate him on that milestone.
Yeah, only the second player in Bishop McCort baseball history to achieve that feat.
Pitcher trying to just keep them close over there.
Mason had that fly out to center field.
And it was a nicely hit ball.
It
And
really was.
That guy had to, and that center fielder had to run for it. So
I said he should have bunted, but you said he should swing away.
I know. So I guess I was wrong.
You were right. I mean, he swung away, and the Brock eventually
One
got
ball,
around the
no
bases.
strikes to foul. Jarvis is running. There's the throw to second base, and it goes into center field. And the first one the catcher threw down there, it was on the ground. It went into the center field. This one went over the top of the bag into center field, and Jarvis is in easy. Now Fowle's got a bug on the rug or a duck on the pond or whatever they say in baseball, Tom, huh?
I would say there's a runner on second.
I don't know if Bob Prince would say that, though.
He did.
Jarvis has a nice lead at second. Second baseman is going to come in and try to hold Jarvis. They're going to make a throw. Jarvis gets back safely. I don't want to be the guy that gets thrown out on the bases and have to talk to Coach Fowle, huh?
That's for sure.
He'll make it clear that that's not something that should ever happen, which he's correct about that. You got to be smart on those bases.
Coach Fowle, but especially Coach Bradley at first base is yelling out the instructions to
Coach
Jarvis.
Bradley is very intense, and he takes his job and his responsibility as the first base coach very seriously.
Yeah, he's responsible for that runner on second, essentially, too, kind of telling him where the fielders are, especially the fielder to Braden's left.
2 balls, 1 strike to Mason Fowle. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. He fouls it back. He's hanging tough.
2-2.
Taking a long look down to the third base coach, Coach Fowle. Mason's in the batter's box now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second is Jarvis. Got to be thinking if he can get one out of the infield, Coach Fowle will have him running.
And
he gets a fly ball into right field. That could be trouble. And it drops in.
Jarvis
Fowle
is in.
headed to second.
He's
There's
safe.
an error there, and Fowle's in second. He brings Jarvis in, and right
Yes.
now, my discussion with the head coach at Claysburg, Ross Helsel, we got to play good defense. And right now they're just kind of throwing it all over the lot, and they need to calm down. They helped our cause there just a bit.
So what do they do now? Do they let Jonathan D'Elia hit? Last time they just gave him a walk.
Yeah, I think they're going to pitch to him. Well, no, they're going to send him. They
They'll
are.
send him.
Well, he's having himself a real solid
yeah.
season. What is his average, Coach? Do you know?
Yeah, I have it right here. He's batting 375, and his on base percentage is 461. So
Well, that's
he's
not too shabby.
Very
Huh?
productive. Very productive at the plate.
Very nice young man. Also,
Up to bat, we have Adam Radkowski, our shortstop.
Cleanup hitter with runners on first and second, 2 outs, Crushers up 2-0. And they didn't place an error on the scoreboard for Mason Fowle's hit. I mean, it did draw. It would have been a tough play. The right fielder was coming on. It dropped right in front of him. So let's give him a hit, since the official score on the scoreboard gave him a hit.
you got to think that holding Jarvis at second, the second baseman was a little bit out of position to get to that fly ball.
He had a long way to go. That's for sure. Haney pitching from the stretch. Runners are going. And what a hit.
Radkowski whacks
by
one.
Radkowski.
That's going to go.
It's gonna
It's
be
foul ball. Foul ball. He
The
got
words
all
of-
of that one, though, didn't he?
Sure did.
In the words
Hold
of
it.
Sunshine Jill, that one's out of bounds.
It's out of bounds.
Yes, Jill uses
Her own
her
little
own
lingo.
terminology.
Yep. She talks that says nice eye instead of good eye, and
Out of bounds.
instead of foul ball.
Well, she's not wrong.
I
on
think it's
either
gonna
ca-
catch
she's-
on.
She's not wrong with a nice eye or an out of bounds. 'Cause
I know.
It was.
It's going to catch on.
Let's
She'll
see
be a
if
trendsetter.
I think it already has caught on
See
to a
if-
certain extent.
See if the runners go again. It's 0-2 with 2 outs. Adam Radkowski behind in the count. Runners are not running, and they're calling them out on strikes.
Oh, boy.
That ends the inning.
And you know what? That old adage, anything close, you got to take a little whack at it, okay? All right, that was a close pitch any way you look at it. We go to the top of the third. The Crushers get another run. It's 2-0 as we go to the top of the third. Claysburg coming up to bat. Jeannie, anything that you need to pass on in this moment?
Well, I can try to finish out with our corporate sponsors. We have House of Smoke, Laurel Asphalt, Memorial Highway Chevrolet, Mishler Auction Services, Pro Disposal, Riemann Auto Sales and Service, Slovenian Savings and Loan Association, the Stadium Pub and Grill, the Boulevard Grill, the Katniss Group, Westmont Rexall Drugstore, and Ziggy Sports.
And as we wait to start this inning, we want to remind you about the 4 Bs. Belonging, Becoming, Believing, Beyonding, the Bishop McCort Catholic High School Ministry team, which is run by Mrs. Rivetti and Father Crookston, Chris Schumacher, Dylan Dorian, Morgan Casto, Tim Hornick, Mike Bako, the entire school and the administrative team. The campus ministry team, Belonging, Becoming, Believing, and Beyonding.
Go ahead, Chief. No,
I was going to say, we talk a little bit, let me tell you a little bit about the umpires. I always like to give them a little shout out for these games. Any of the PIAA officials, we really appreciate the time that they put in to our youth sports and our high school sports. It's a sometimes thankless job. And there's not one play that you call that people like, because one person doesn't like it, the other person does. But they do a really, really good job, and they are in desperate need of PIAA officials. So if there's anybody listening that has any time, needs a little extra money, and would like to really help youth sports, look on the PIAA's website, give it a shot, and it would be truly appreciated.
You're right, Jeannie. There's a shortage of qualified officials in all sports.
All sports.
Across the state. Leadoff batter grounds at the second. Leah's going to throw it over to Mike Pruce for the out. That was Quentin Bush, who's the DH.
He's DHing for the right fielder, number 24, Brandon Furry, and that's one out for Claysburg in the top of the third. Crushers winning 2-0 at this point in the baseball game.
And so far, Mason Fowle has faced the minimum number of batters. This is the 8th batter up.
Left fielder, number 13, Matt Lehman. Looked like he was going to bunt there, Coach.
He did. He squared around and fouled it. So it's no balls, 1 strike. Mason goes a little bit outside.
Keep him on his game. There we go.
Got the corner there.
We got 1 and 2 count, 1 and 2. With 1 out.
Called
There we
out
go.
on strikes.
2 outs.
Do you know what I
Top
really
of the
like
third.
about playing here? Is they have the scoreboard. So many high school fields,
You're right.
and I'm not really good. I need one of those clicker things.
Mm-hmm. Balls and strikes. Yeah, like the umpires now.
Would that have outs and
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah.
'Cause
Balls, strikes out.
I can't keep track.
Got to get the Game Changer app.
I have it. I couldn't find softball here, so if anybody knows the scores of any of the softball games, of the softball game that's going on. Oh, wait. It's the bottom of the third, and our girls are not doing well. They're losing 5-0.
Hanging tough against the number 1 seed.
Right. Up at West Branch, they have
Yeah,
a pretty good
They
tradition
have a
of
good tradition.
softball.
That's all right. Hey, you make it to the playoffs. You're halfway there.
Yeah, and they won their first round game, so.
Ooh.
Did not hit him. The batter ducked out of the way. That's Dustin Slowick, the second baseman. Number 9 hitter for the Bulldogs.
All right, Mason. Here we go.
Drive into center field. Bepler's underneath it. He takes
There we
it.
go. That
And
was a
there's the
quick
third
one.
out.
3 up, 3 down.
That's what we like to see. So they've had 9 batters in 3 innings.
That's
That's the name of the game.
That's it.
Headed to the bottom of the third, Crushers 2, Bulldogs 0.
The Claysburg Bulldogs have one hit, but they were able to get a double play
Yep.
in the second inning. So Mason Fowl pitching a one-hitter through 3 innings for the Crushers.
And the scoreboard showing we have 2 hits and 2 runs. Is that correct?
That is correct. We have 2 runs.
Oh, we had some walks. Yeah. Okay.
Right, yeah. Hit by pitch, walk,
Yeah.
several walks in the first inning.
All right.
Are you questioning the official scorekeeper?
Well, sometimes, yeah.
Okay. Braden Jarvis has the hit along with Mason Fowl, the one that was down in right field. So, yeah, keep them on their toes too. How about it, Jeannie?
You got to do what you got to do.
Jeannie, can we talk about you had a little bit of a morning this morning, kind of getting to know the seniors?
Well, you know what was really nice is as we did some working on some videos for our senior class as they graduate next week, and what was really cool for me is I knew every one of the seniors that walked in to get their little individual video done, and what a great class! Boy, they're going some places. We have a number of students that are going to Ivy League and D1 schools. It's just tremendous. Good class.
They're
good class.
A really good bunch. We'll be sorry to see them leave.
Leading off this inning, number 27, Lucas Turner. He's our third baseman.
We'll talk a little bit about between innings. We'll talk a little bit about the happenings coming up at the schoolhouse.
Yeah, big things happening.
Foul ball.
Lucas fouls it off. Lucas grounded to the third baseman and got an RBI in the first inning for the score of the Crushers' first run.
I'm seeing fans I haven't seen in a while, Jeannie.
There's a lot of folks here.
Yeah, there's a nice
There's a lot
crowd
of
here for the
there's
baseball
a lot of
game.
students here, which
Yes.
I love to see.
Yeah, there was a lot of buzz around the schoolhouse today about coming to the game.
Turner, ground ball to the shortstop. He gets the hop, sends it over to first, and it's 1 out for the Crushers in the bottom of the third. Batting now is number 3,
Eric Radkowski.
our catcher, Eric Redkowski.
And where would you rather be on a nice sunny day than
Nowhere.
sit here in historic Point Stadium, Sargent Field at Point Stadium, Sargent Stadium at the Point?
Well,
Wherever we are.
I love sitting and watching
Yeah.
a baseball game.
And nice comfy seats here.
Mhm. And I sit behind the net, so I don't get hit.
1 ball.
Yeah.
No strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Crushers 2, Bulldogs 0.
What do you call a girl in the middle of a tennis court?
Target.
A net.
Oh, boo.
Oh, you sit behind a net.
We're gonna have to start screening these jokes, Jeannie. Okay. Ground ball to the third baseman. He fields it cleanly. He fires it to first, and that's the second out of the inning for Claysburg, and that brings up to bat Cooper Steigers, and he is the designated hitter. Number 29, he's batting for our first baseman, number 34, Mike Bruce.
So far, it's been an easy inning for Braden Haney. He's been able to keep the ball on the ground, and the fielders have been able to back him up and make good throws to the first.
And, we talked at the top of the show, and Jeannie did some homework and found out that Claysburg is known to be a pretty good defensive team as far as baseball is concerned. But, boy, they were kind of throwing it around the lot last inning, and then this inning they've made some clean plays to get 2 quick outs.
Oh, that's
a fair ball right off the bag.
Right off the third base bag.
Cooper Steigers makes the turn.
He's digging.
He's
gonna
digging.
Go to second.
He's going to get in there with a double.
Without a throw, standing up.
That's what you need from your DH.
Good job by Cooper Sharp.
And
He's a good kid. He'll be heading to Seton Hill for football.
That is correct.
In the fall.
Yeah.
And that brings up number 8, our left fielder, Eli Zazadny.
Eli's mom's over there taking a little video.
Okay.
Kara.
Well, a fair amount of Claysburg fans have showed up here today as well, and that's not That's a good hour and 20-minute drive, wouldn't you think, Mr. Fleming,
Yeah.
from Claysburg?
Yeah. And to make a 4 o'clock start. There was some
Yeah.
talk about trying to play this game at 6, but I think there was a conflict or something going on in Claysburg that they weren't able to.
I believe
Play it later.
Claysburg, if they could have moved it, they would. But
Sure.
there's so much going on in
Right.
the evenings
Oh,
this
yeah.
time of year, you know.
Concerts and awards presentations and all kinds of things happening.
Well, if Zadney can get it out of the infield, we got us another run, most likely. No balls. Excuse me. 2 outs.
I got a big
It's one
hole in
strike.
right field.
No
One
balls.
center.
strike.
Yeah.
They're holding Cooper Steigers at second.
I don't know if Coop's a big threat to still third, but
Well,
they're going to make sure that they know
you,
that
you
they're
never
watching
know.
them.
You never
Yeah.
know about Coach Fowl.
Yeah. It's another
Oh.
strike.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Zadney at the plate. Cooper Steigers on second base.
He rounded to the shortstop his first time up.
Don't leave Coop hanging.
1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of room in that right center gap.
I was going to say right centers. There's a pretty big hole out there. You hit it right.
They've moved around with center fielder and left fielder for him to pull it, but the right fielder really hasn't moved over much, and there's a big gap out there. A nice play by the catcher to keep that from getting back to the screen. The catcher for Claysburg is Mason Campagna. Fouls it off. Hangs tough.
Interesting, they have a Campagna who's a catcher and a shortstop, just as we have Radkowski's, who
Yeah.
are catchers and shortstops.
Shortstop, yeah.
What are the odds?
I'd say they're pretty steep.
All right, Eli, let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Run on second. And a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strikeout, and we go to the top of the 4th. And Bishop McCort 2, Claysburg 0, and we're in between innings here. Jeannie, did you have something that you wanted to talk about here in between, or am I my imagination?
Well, it's your imagination, but I can talk about things.
Well,
Rob.
talk about
There's stuff
them.
coming up.
I know.
Is there gonna be a
let me talk about
commencement
what's
or-
going on at the schoolhouse in the coming days. Seniors had their college T-shirt day today, and it was exciting. They'll be doing finals all week, and then next week we have baccalaureate.
Well,
At
they have a class
a senior
picnic.
class picnic.
right?
It will be Monday,
Mhm.
and then there is a.
Tuesday, because
Is
Monday's
it Tuesday?
Memorial Day.
Tuesday. Yeah, Monday's Memorial Day.
Yep.
So we'll just save all that leftover picnic.
It's a lot of
food and
picnic. Yeah, you
take
can
it-
picnic Monday
take it
and
right out
Tuesday. Yeah,
to their picnic.
carry it right over to Tuesday.
Then Wednesday is baccalaureate at St. Benedict Parish up in Richland. Commencement will be Thursday at Penn Highlands Community College. All excited for that. And then the last day of school is the last day of school, right?
That is.
And
For
we
the
have,
for the
For everybody
seniors.
we have
No.
no for everyone.
For everyone.
Oh, you're talking
then-
next week.
yeah, next
okay,
week.
yes. I'm sorry.
And then,
I'm sorry.
Then next Friday will be the last day for teachers.
And it marks a big
It
retirement celebration
is,
too, Jeannie.
It is. Mary Ann Newcomer, who has, I believe she's been with the school,
33.
33 years. She's retiring next. So I wish her the best. We're going to miss her. I want to be her someday. And so it's really exciting. So we're going to have a little something for her.
And a little shout out to Mrs. Newcomer. God bless you. We love you and enjoy that retirement. And
I know. Finally, you get to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
we had her on during basketball season. She was a halftime guest, and we wished her well then, even though it was. But it's upon us.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be careful because Bishop McCort has a way of reeling you back in. after you leave, so you never
what?
know.
You just can't. You just
Ground
can't
ball to
leave.
Radkowski over to first base. Bruce digs
Nice.
it out
That
of
was
the
a
turf.
nice pickup.
Yep, and that is the first out of the top of the fourth.
I was a little nervous about that when it hit the ground.
Yeah, I thought I was done several years ago, and I'm back, so you just never know.
You never know.
Once-
Exactly.
I can honestly say, when I retire, I can see myself being down there quite a bit.
Foul ball.
It's just a great atmosphere. Great people, great students.
Well, we know we have one out. I believe that was strike one on the batter. That's number 4, the catcher, Mason Compagna. He's the second batter, right-handed batter, second in the order.
Now they don't.
Yeah,
Now they
there's-
counted that strike, but they
that's-
didn't count the strike. No,
Yeah.
there it is. There
It's
it is.
0-2.
This is why I question.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's why I question that
That's
board.
right. That's something a little slow on the draw or on the clicker.
Radkowski getting his pay back behind the plate there now. Mason trying to move it around a little bit, and Radkowski hustling to keep that one from getting to the backstop, and nice play by Radkowski. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the fourth. Mason Fowl on the mound, and batting is number 4, Mason Compagna.
Struck out in the first inning. As you recall, Mason Fowl struck out the sides to open the game. There's
a ground ball to Radkowski at short. He picks it up, throws it. Then that will be the
Nope. That's
second out.
second out.
second
At
out.
top of the order.
Just an update from our softball team. They are losing the game 10-0 at the top of the fourth. So
Well, let's hope they can push across a couple runs. But
yeah,
getting that playoff win last week was just used, and they're in the same situation as Claysburg. They're going against the number 1 seed in a 1A softball, and we congratulate them, and we hope they can put a couple runs on the board and tighten that thing up. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs.
The first baseman Simpson's going to hit one
Yeah.
in the right field.
that would be a hit.
Yep,
He got all of that one.
he did.
Jarvis gets it on the first hop and gets it in, and Mason is very good at holding runners, and I have to believe there have been a couple of times that we thought he threw guys out at especially first base, but didn't get the calls.
And now's the pitcher, Braden Haney, who had a single his first time up to lead off the second inning. So Haney and now Simpson have the 2 hits for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss, maybe a foul, strike 1.
All the girls went home from school, got themselves all prettied up to come to the baseball game.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Yeah. Kind of a swing, kind of. I don't know.
I don't know
he's
what it
kind of going with the pitch. It was almost like a swinging bunt kind of effort. I don't know, but
We got a 0-2 count with 2 out.
the pitcher Haney at the plate, and Mason
boom.
strikes him out.
And I'm going to take this opportunity to send love and friendship and our condolences to Art McQuillan, our head ice hockey coach. His dad passed away last evening. I chatted with Art this morning, and it's tough to lose a parent. And we love you, Art, and we're here for you. And God bless you. And the McCort family is praying that everything goes as well as it can, everything considered.
Absolutely.
Moving along quite rapid here, gang, huh?
We are. We're already at the bottom of the fourth.
We're in the bottom of the fourth.
It's only 5:01.
Ian went out to stretch out. He's taken over in the top of the fifth. He's our guest play-by-play guy. The top of the fifth. He's gonna, and it's the 5th inning stretch. We don't play 9 innings, so we have a 5th inning stretch, and he's going to talk a little bit about the history of the stretch, the 7th inning stretch. And I want to believe we're the only baseball team in the world that has a 5th inning stretch.
Jeannie, when you have two good pitchers, and it's kind of been a pitcher's duel. 3 hits for the Crushers, only 2 hits for the Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Really
makes the difference.
After that first inning for Haney, he kind of has settled in and has demonstrated a little better control of his pitches. Maybe a little bit of the nervous as sophomore in a playoff game.
Yeah.
But he's kind of settled in quite nicely. So leading off for the Crushers will be the right fielder, the number 9 hitter, Braden Jarvis. Braden singled his first time up and scored a run for the Crushers.
We're in the bottom of the 4th. Crushers 2, Bulldogs 0, and like to get a couple more runs across the plate here this inning and extend this lead.
There you
Jarvis,
go. There you go.
Another base hit
Solid.
to left field.
Solid hit there by Braden.
Ah, nice hit. Braden's such a good kid.
Now batting at the top of the order is Brock Bepler. Brock walked and was called out looking in the 2nd inning.
Brock's due for a humdinger.
Haney,
Squares around the bunt. Brock does, but ball's outside.
Haney keeping an eye on Jarvis over there at first. 1 ball, no strikes to Bepler. We're at the top of the order. This is an opportunity to make a little bit of hay and get a couple more runs on the board.
That time Brock doesn't square around to bunt, but the ball's outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
I'd like to get the bases loaded for D'Elia because then they just can't walk him. Well, I guess they could if they wanted to. Bepler hits one into right field. The right fielder's got a beat on it. He makes the catch. Jarvis back into first, safe. And that's going to be 1 out. And my wish for bases loaded probably isn't going to happen.
The pitcher, Mason Fowl, comes to the plate. Mason flied to center and singled to right his last time up.
You have any RBIs? Do you have any stats on his RBIs for the season, Coach Fleming?
I do. And I might just make them up. But no, he has 20 RBIs. 20 RBIs.
Tom, that's what I do all the time. If you don't know, just make something
Yeah,
up.
sounds like a good number. No, he has 20.
And we thank Coach Fowl for getting all those stats out to us, getting starting lineups, and just helping us out as much as he can with these streams.
We talked about Mason's pitching prowess, but he's batting .389 and his on-base percentage is .551. 15 singles, 6 doubles, 20 RBIs, 23 runs scored. He makes things happen at the plate. And, of course, when you're pitching, you help your own cause if you're productive at the plate.
Mason strikes one into center field. The center fielder gets a beat on it. Second out of the inning, Jarvis gets chased back to first base with the fly out to center field.
You know, Digger talked a little bit at Coach's Corner that his college coach would be listening to the game tonight. Hello. Anyway, I think that, for a coach, I don't think there's anything more gratifying than seeing the players that you coached go on to love the game so much that they continue and coach and play and coach way after they're gone from your program. So, and I'm sure he's absolutely thrilled that he's tuning in.
Well, it looks like they're pitching to D'Elia. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Jarvis on first, bottom of the 4th. Crushers 2, Claysburg 0. And the last 2 times they intentionally walked D'Elia, but it looks like they're going to pitch to him here. Over to first, Jarvis gets back safely.
And Jeannie, over the years, you've certainly seen a lot of those cheerleaders go on to
I have.
bigger and better things. And
I
there'll be a
have.
few going on next year as well from this year.
Jarvis is headed to second base,
Good
and there's
job,
no throw.
Brandon.
He's going to get in there standing up, and oh boy, if D'Elia can get a single here, put one out of the infield, I believe we'll get a third run.
We have 3 of our cheerleaders going to D1 programs this year. We have Delilah Clark will be going to the University of West Georgia. Amaya Navarro will be heading to West Virginia University. And Georgia Shiesta will be cheering at the University of Miami.
The U.
The Hurricanes.
We're getting a little bit of a hurricane themselves with the
Yes,
Georgia one.
Yes, they do. She's awesome. All 3 of those girls are just great kids.
DeLea on first, Jarvis on second, number 45, our shortstop, Adam Rutkowski, the 4th batter in the lineup, up to bat.
Adam was hit by a pitch his first time up and was called out on strikes his second plate appearance. There's a throw over to second. Jarvis is back. How about 3 intentional walks for D'Elia this afternoon?
Crazy, huh?
He's in situations where they're hoping for a force out, and also I'm sure they respect his hitting.
He can run the bases. He can hit. He's got speed. He can run the bases. He's a quality young man and a quality athlete. Fortunate to have him here on our Crushers roster. Boy, this would be great if we can get a base hit here and get another run or 2 in this baseball game.
Batting is AR, Adam Rutkowski. And there's a hit to the second
nice
baseman.
Play by the second baseman.
Yeah,
he gets the out.
Can't take that one away from him. That was a good play.
It's a hard hit. He went down on a knee and stayed with it and got the throw over to first in plenty of time.
Dustin Slowick there at second base making a nice play for Claysburg. And we're going to the top of the 5th inning, and we're going to bring our guest play-by-play announcer, Ian Lipinski. He's also our stream producer into the broadcast booth, and the only thing I'm going to tell him is don't mess with my papers too much because I know where everything's at.
Ralph, you getting a break?
Getting a break, man. Yeah.
His 5th inning stretch.
5th inning stretch, Jeannie.
Ralph created the 5th inning stretch so he could have a break. I'm not included in that, Tom.
Well, no. It's a break for Ralph. So, hello, fans. It's good to join you here in the top of the 5th. Got a little fun fact for our 5th inning stretch today. And everybody knows "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" is basically the official song of the 7th inning stretch. But not too many people knew that it was written in 1908 by Jack Norworth and Albert Von Tilzer. Remember, 1908. Neither of those 2 fellas had ever been to a baseball game in their life.
So what did they write the song for?
I guess they just knew people that, enjoyed baseball and decided to write it. They actually didn't go to their first major league game until 1940.
Yeah, maybe it was a plea. Maybe they're asking for someone to please take me out to the ball game. Somebody, anybody, give me one of these games, please.
Again, Tom, with a new perspective.
Well, I don't know.
Well, there we go. Well, Fowl delivered the first pitch was a ball this at bat. And he delivers a strike low and outside. And I'll tell you what, this umpire tonight, I've noticed a lot of pitches in that general area have been called strikes. So I keep attacking that zone if I were the pitcher.
I agree with you. Some of them are questionable, but he has been consistent. He's been calling that pitch a strike every time it's kind of in that vicinity. So
and I'll tell you, that's a hard pitch for the batter to hit as well. So, you might as well keep going back to that spot if they're going to keep calling it a strike.
We got a 1-2 count.
Foul deliver, swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Mason Fowl.
That's number 7 by my count, Ian.
Man, he is racking them up.
Tell you what, he's been dealing today. Every time I've seen him pitch this season, he's always bringing his best stuff. So it's good to see that even when the pressure's on in the playoffs, he stays consistent. Another swing and a miss there for Fowl. These Claysburg hitters have yet to really, figure them out and string together some hits. Second pitch of the at-bat is fouled back off of the batter. That one probably is going to hurt a little bit tomorrow, but that brings us to an 0-2 count for File.
Lines one foul down the right field foul line.
Yep. And you see he went back to that outside part of the zone. He's had a lot of success attacking them outside today.
Riley Ebersol, the batter, struck out his first time up, having a good game on the field as the center fielder, and there's a swing and a miss.
So what's that for, mate?
Number 8.
That's 8 of the first. What we have? 14 outs.
Yeah, 8 of 14. That's pretty darn good. Oh, that one kind of gets away.
That was a little inside.
It's the DH, Quentin Bush.
That's it's the second time today that one's got away from File, but otherwise all of his pitches have been picture perfect, and there's that spot again, low and away. Like you said, that umpire is consistent, so keep attacking that area of the zone. Swing and a miss.
Well, that one
I
kind
think
of caught the catcher.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
It's gonna need a couple minutes to shake
boy.
that one off.
Maybe singing with a higher pitched voice.
Oh my!
Ouch. Oh, Eric.
Could be a tough kid to begin with to be a catcher. You know, you get dinged and
Oh, your knees.
everything.
I'd need a little stool back there to sit on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say my knees are not good enough to be down squatting like that all game long.
Getting down is the one thing, but getting back up would be the difficulty
Yeah,
that I
Right.
would have.
I'll tell you what, they wouldn't be scouting me for my pop time. That's for sure.
All right, let's see. Coach File is signaled over to the dugout. I don't know if they're going to get maybe Cooper Steigers in to catch if need be. They're getting water to the umpires, which is always a good move.
Oh, never hurts.
No. Oh, he gave it to the umpire, but now he's going to pass it along to the injured catcher, Eric Radkowski.
He needs a few minutes.
Regroup a little
He
bit.
needs just a few minutes.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
little Dixie cup of water, and he should
And
be
he's
good.
ready to go.
Yeah,
it's like he's shaking it off.
that's it. All right. Well, when we resume play, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On the number 7 hitter, the DH. Eric is saying, come on, let's just get one more strike and I can maybe
Let me
get into the dugout and regroup. Oh, there's a swing and
there
miss.
it is.
And Eric
Yep.
makes the tag.
He's like, thank goodness.
Get me to that dugout and then give me another cup of that water. So that's 9 strikeouts for Mason File.
He's going to probably top 115 over 215 this game.
Yeah.
If he keeps going like this.
Yeah, I mean, at this pace, he's got 6 more outs to work with if
That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
hits all of them.
as long as all goes well for the Crushers.
Zippity-doo.
So who do we have due up? Is it Turner?
It would be, yes, number 27.
Okay,
Lucas
so, yeah,
Turner, lead off.
Eric gets an at bat to sit on the dugout and.
Regroup.
Not for long.
no, he's
though.
up next.
He's up next.
Yeah, well, yeah,
That's
just
right. Yeah,
one
just
at
one
bat.
batter. That's
just
right.
one at bat. Maybe Lucas can work the count a bit for him.
Yeah.
Lucas Turner overdrive.
Lucas Turner over taking care of business.
He is. He will be taking care of business.
Ralph was talking earlier about Shaquille Ferguson going down to the state track meet representing the school, and obviously with the school record in the 400. That is usually a warm event. That's an all-day track meet, double A, triple A down at Shippensburg, and preliminaries, Friday and finals on Saturday, and sometimes it can get rather toastier.
I'm actually looking up the forecast right now.
Okay.
Is that where they're at, Shippensburg?
At the ship.
That's right. I'll just say I consider making a little trip out there to catch him in the finals if he advances there on Saturday.
So
Number 3 seed. Well,
Friday we're looking at sunny and 84.
Oh, it's a beautiful day to sprint.
Yep.
Saturday it's sunny and 79.
Okay.
As Turner takes the first pitch, it looks like off-speed pitch down the middle, strike one.
They need to move.
Second pitch in there for strike two.
Lucas grounded to third and grounded to the shortstop his first 2 at-bats.
Final game for girls softball, 10-0. Crushers came out on the losing end today, but we congratulate those girls for all the great season that they had. They're only losing one senior, Carolyn Bailey, who has been a great leader of that team. So we're expecting some good things to come up next year.
And Turner is going to go down on strikes here with a swing on and a miss on the fourth pitch of the at-bat.
We didn't take care of much business that time.
He was not taking care of business.
I'll tell you that the first 2 times he was up, he did make some good contact. It's
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you hit it right to where the defender is and just have to move on to the next one. So that brings up Eric Gradkowski, the catcher, to the plate.
Eric walked and grounded to the third baseman.
I'm saying take it easy on this young man. He had a tough inning last inning.
Yeah, maybe hang one in there for him. Get a good rip at.
There we go.
It looks like he got under that one. Right fielder. That's let's see, Braden Furry out there. Reeling in the I'll say shallow fly ball. And that'll bring up Cooper Steigers to the plate.
Cooper had a nice hit last time.
That's right.
Yes, he had a double.
Yeah, he ripped that ball right down the third base line.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully he can recreate some of
I
what he
think
had going
Lucas's
last time.
hit would have been, if he would have just had a little lower. The position was right. It was where it needed to be. It just was so high that they gave him plenty of time to get there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, Haney has done a good job. He's been mixing up his locations, and then it's causing us to either roll over some of these pitches or, like we saw there, get under it, give their outfielders time to recover on the hit.
Not much of a swing there. Oh, they said he didn't swing.
No, I thought it must not have broke those wrists.
Okay.
We got a 1-2 count, 2 outs. Cooper Steigers at the plate. Yeah, he stands it.
2 strikeouts that inning for Haney. Mm-hmm. He's gotten better as the game has gone on.
Yeah.
And he's done a good job preventing hits. He just struggled a bit early with his control. And then, played some good small ball, stealing bases, walking.
We need to get
That's
some
really been the
runs on the
difference so
board
far.
this next inning.
It's been the first 3 up, 3 down inning for Haney. The Crushers have squandered some opportunities. They have eight men left on base this game, and hopefully it won't be a factor and they hold on to this lead. But looks like some Claysburg softballers are here. They must have finished their game, and I don't know where they would have been playing, but I see some girls in uniform and sun visors.
Mm-hmm. Their game must have ended early.
Yeah, and it must have been somewhat close.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was about to say it's a far trip from Claysburg, so
It probably wasn't a home game for them. For the softballers, that is.
Well, some news for the Crusher sports fans. The 5th inning stretch has extended and bleeded into the top of the first. So you have one more.
As Ralph sits back with his feet
Oh.
up and his hands on behind his head.
Hey, he deserves to kick back every once in a while, too.
All he needs is somebody to fan him and feed him grapes.
Maybe we'll just point the AC his way. I don't know if we need a whole fan for him.
Someone's got to wake him up from his nap.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully
All right, Mason.
Hopefully it's a brief nap. If Mason keeps at that pace he's been coming at the last couple innings. First pitch swinging.
Nice.
That's a strike for number 13, Matt Lehman.
He wants to hit that out of the park, doesn't he?
Yeah, but you can see that he's not quite timing it right. And so expect him to choke up and just try to get some solid contact, as I guess that pitch was a bit high. That'll be the first ball of the at-bat. 1-2 count here for Matt Lehman.
Claysburg Kimmel ladies softballers were the number 3 seed. They played at 3 o'clock at Penn's Manor and lost 9-0. So they had an early start and
And you know what?
passed through here to
Probably, because they would have
back
Penn's
home.
Manor's out towards Indiana, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Foul delivers. And Lehman hits a soft grounder out to shortstop. That's thrown over to Mike Pruce for out number 1 here in the top of the 6th inning.
Adam Rankowski's been doing a good job stopping those balls that are coming through to shortstop.
Yeah, very solid.
He's a solid player.
I'll tell you what, I've been really happy with our infield defense today. There have been a couple plays that have been tough grounders to field, but they've been on top of all of them.
You get a true hop on the turf, but it comes at you a lot faster than on natural grass or dirt infield. So you're right, they've got to react pretty quickly. Then ball comes at them. Dustin Slowick, the number 9 hitter, 0 for 1.
You're right. He's calling strikes on that outside corner every time.
Yeah, so, I mean, like I said, I would keep attacking there, especially low and outside. There it is.
Hitting it again.
Yep, another strike there. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes here for Dustin Slowick. Kyle Wines delivers,
There we
swing
go.
and a miss. What's that, strikeout number 10?
10.
Yep.
Yeah, he's on a roll.
Hot dog. He's on a roll.
Oh, Jeannie.
Top of the order, Zach Compagna.
That's because it's 5:24. It's dinner time.
Maybe we'll send Ralph over to Coney Island to fix up an order.
You might as well. He's not doing anything else.
Foul delivers the first strike of the at-bat for a strike there on the inside corner of the strike zone. Wow, mixing up speeds. Comes back with some more velocity on that second pitch.
He had a second thought on that pitch, and he was like, ooh, but it was a little too late to stop the swing.
A little bit outside. Good play by Eric. No runners on. 2 outs. Top of the 6th. Crushers up 2-0. Swing and a strikeout, but the ball gets by Eric Redkowski, so runner will be able to stay at first base, safe at first.
And I'm looking to get a pitch count on Mason File. It appears he's right around 70 pitches, as long as our
It's not
information is up to date.
It's not bad for the 6th inning.
Well, he's got a lot of wiggle room to potentially finish this game out.
We just have to get this out. Always get nervous when it's this close to the end of the game. We're only up by 2 runs. There we go.
Good pitch in there for strike 1. And yeah, like you were saying, Jeannie, with a close game like this, one small play could completely change
When
the
you're
tide.
in playoffs, you need to have a good buffer.
That's right.
You need Jimmy buffer.
Foul deals. That's been the sweet spot tonight, but I guess it was a little bit too far outside that time. Bringing the count to 2 balls and 1 strike here for number 4, Mason Campagna.
Pickoff move, and it's a wild pickoff move. Gets past Mike Pruce, and the runner will go to second.
Yeah, that was a
Uncontested.
low throw.
Was a low throw. Again, you don't want to second guess, but that runner really doesn't mean much at first base with 2 outs. Just concentrate on the batter, but now he's in scoring position with 2 outs.
And the count is 2-1.
Mason pitching from the stretch, looks to the plate,
Ground ball.
barely foul, just foul.
Wow.
Just on the left side of third base, but good contact by Campagna there.
I was a couple inches away from potentially tying up this game, so got a bit of a break there.
All right, Mason, one more pitch. Let's get out of this inning. Yes.
He brings
Gets
that
him with the
fastball.
fastball. There we go. That's number, what do we have? 11 strikeouts
Yeah,
now.
I'll tell you, when you got 2 strikes and they elevate that fastball on you, it's tough to catch up to it.
2 errors.
Well.
2 errors for the Crushers that inning, though, which created a little bit of anxiety
Yeah.
here, but
Yeah.
they got out of it. So
So who would get would that be an error on Pruce? Or an error on,
I think it would be.
Mason.
I think it'd be on Mason. I think.
I would
it
think
was a bad.
so.
The throw was not.
was it not a good
Yeah,
throw?
not easy to handle. And the other one would be, I think, probably on Mason as the third strike got
Yeah.
passed. It was kind of a
Yeah.
bad pitch. I don't think the catcher would have had a chance.
Well, we want to thank
Oh my
Ian.
gosh, who's that?
We want to thank Ian Lipinski for giving us the history of the 7th inning stretch in baseball and softball. We refer to it as the 5th inning stretch, and I'm stretched out and I'm ready to go as we get into the bottom of the 6th here. The Crushers up 2,
We need to get,
Claysburg 0, and we need runs. We
need at least 2 runs this inning, and then I'll feel a little bit better.
Keep in mind, with a victory, we will interview the Crusher of the game, and I have an idea who I think that should be, but I don't want to jinx anybody at this moment in time. So, and when we get the Crusher of the game up here, Jeannie and Tom, if you guys don't mind, you guys are going to interview that Crusher of the game, okay?
Sure. Is that time for another stretch for you?
Yeah,
It'll be another. I
needs another break.
Another
need
stretch.
another break.
Another stretch.
Here comes Shaquille Ferguson. We talked about him earlier. He's here at the ball game. We wish him all the best here.
We have great representation from the McCort student body, that is for sure.
Mrs. Fowl in her usual spot right down there in the first row by the dugout. She's got her entourage down there.
So who do we have leading off this inning?
Eli.
Eliza Zadney.
And we do want to thank Ian for taking care of the 5th inning stretch and keeping us all straight here on our Crushers Sports Network. The Stream Team, the Dream Team, and we're in the dream today if we can win this one.
Like I said, I'll feel better with 2 more runs.
I was a little disappointed. Ian was told us all about take me out to the ball game, but I thought he was going to sing a couple verses.
I know, right?
Take
You know?
me out to
Oh,
the
not you,
ball.
right? No, no,
Okay,
no, no,
all
no,
right,
no, no,
all
no,
right.
no.
Number 8 batting for the Crushers. This is number 8 is Eli Zazadny, our left fielder.
He doubled in the 3rd inning, has a hit, struck out, and also had a
There's still
Fly out to the pitcher.
still a big gap in right center.
Yeah.
Like you place that well a little beyond them because they're in a little bit.
Mhm. Yeah. Grounder to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, throws the first. One away.
That was a little closer than you might think it would have been.
He was hustling down the line. You gotta give credit.
He's a pretty fast kid.
Zadney was hustling down that line for sure. And I believe this brings up Braden Jarvis, our right fielder. And
he's been having a game.
He's having a couple of hits in this ball game, couple singles, scored a run. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Crushers have 2 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors, according to the scoreboard. And Claysburg has no runs, 2 hits, and no errors.
There must be a giant bumblebee nest up there.
Yeah, I've seen them hovering around.
I'm glad we're in here.
I'm glad we're in here and they're out there.
I don't like bees. We've got a 2-0 count, 1 out.
High.
Again, it's that adjustment between Eliza Zadney and Braden Jarvis.
That strike zone condenses from Eli to Braden.
3 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Crushers 2, Claysburg 0.
And he gets walked.
And we got a runner on first base.
And we're at the top of our lineup.
Well, you want to believe that these guys could bring in a run here.
All right, Brock, let's bring it home.
A little discussion between manager Fowl and Brock Beppler. Brock walked, called out on strikes, and flied out to the right fielder. He's giving the signals.
Well, I just don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had an itch there. Or?
No, I'm trying to.
Giving some signals.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Brock swings the first pitch and
Fly ball to center field.
Center field.
He gets it, corrals it in, and Jarvis halfway down to second, which is the rule of thumb, halfway on a fly ball, and he gets back in safely to first.
These guys just seem to be getting just a little bit under the ball.
Yeah.
Well, Mason Fowl can help his own cause here. He's pitched 6 very, very solid innings here this afternoon, excuse me.
Mason's 1 for 3. Had a single in the second inning.
It's a shame the time change couldn't change because I like watching games under the lights.
1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. We have a runner on first in the bottom of the 6th with a 2-run lead. Jarvis gets back safely. Braden Haney, actually, he struggled a little bit in the second and third innings, and they didn't play the best defense behind him, but he's tough out there. We got what we consider a little bit of a pitching duel here this afternoon. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. He hauls it in. Foul is called out, and that's 3 outs. And we go to the top of the 7th, and we'd love to see 3 outs here right now and win this baseball game. Top of the 7th, Crushers 2, Bulldogs 0. And we're going to see how this all shakes out here in this last inning.
Let's finish it out.
Now, we didn't get a run in that inning, did we?
No.
Okay, I'm seeing a run on the scoreboard.
That's incorrect.
That is incorrect.
This is why I question.
Yep.
Now we've got 2.
I think they're messing with us. They're messing with us, Jeannie.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
Well, the 3 of us do not think the score is 4-0. Now it's 5-0, and I'm not buying any of that. Okay.
Well, the longer we wait, it could be the mercy rule.
Donnie's going to go over and take care of business.
Donnie's going to straighten them out over there, buddy.
Say, what up?
What's wrong with you people, huh?
So for the Bulldogs, they have their 3, 4, 5 hitters up, trailing by 2 runs here. And if Crushers 3 outs away from advancing to the next round of District 6 single-A playoffs.
And this young man here, he's usually their starting pitcher, their first baseman.
Yes, he was the pitcher of record.
If I remember correctly, he had a good hit last time he was up.
So we have it right now. It's 2-0. Bishop McCort.
Thanks, Donnie.
Top of the 7th inning. We thank Donnie for taking care of that. the winner of this game, if the Crushers can hang on, they're going to get the winner of Williamsburg and Moshannon Valley. It's scheduled for Friday, May 24th, 4 p.m. at the higher seed. That would be Bishop McCort, if Bishop McCort can hang on and win this baseball game.
And for future planning, the District 6 championship game will be played at 4 o'clock on next Wednesday, the 29th, at a site to be determined.
Teams that are also playing now are your number 3 seed Glendale playing your number 6 seed Bishop Carroll.
Well, in fact, Ralph, I have an update. Bishop Carroll, I have defeated Glendale in 4 innings, 16-1.
Wow.
Is there Williamsburg? When did they play?
They're playing right now, and there's no score yet because it's not a final, at least on the District 6 website with the brackets. And Blacklick Valley's the 2 seed. They're playing the Portage Mustangs today.
Yeah, I think
Two
Bishop
strikes,
Carroll.
2 strikes.
Oh, I got you.
Okay, you follow me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Never mind. I take that back.
So we got
They
another-
won their first round game against Penns Manor, so we don't have any results in for.
We have an 0-2 count.
Batter calls time. Has to gather himself a little bit. That one got a little bit away from Mason here in the top of the 7th inning. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a fly ball into left field. Cooper Steigers, excuse me,
That's Eli.
Eli Zadney hauls that thing in, and 1 out.
Coming up to the plate, we have the pitcher, number 12, Braden Haney.
Braden is 1 for 2. He singled in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. Ball a little bit inside.
Keeping him honest.
There's a ground ball that looks like it's going to
Gotta
get
get
through.
through.
Redkowski dives, can't make the play. Great effort by Redkowski. Zadney gets it back into the infield quickly. There's 1 out, and now Claysburg has a runner on first base, and the tying run is actually at the plate. Number 26, the third baseman, Payton Nicely, and on first base is
The pitcher, Haney.
pitcher, number 12, Braden Haney, trying to make a comeback here. There's a ground ball. Third baseman,
Lucas
Turner, and oh boy, lucky that one didn't get away. We got the out, 2 outs. That's the most important thing. There are 2 outs, and Turner makes a decent play on that ball to third base. Got the throw up the line a little bit, and that created a little trouble for Pruce, but he was able to make the play and get the out.
Center fielder, Riley Ebersole up to bat.
Riley has struck out twice.
Let's make it 3.
Strike 1. That's a foul ball. Got away from Redkowski, our catcher. Coach Fowl is giving his outfield some signals. I think he moved the outfield back a little bit. Yep, that's exactly what he did. He moved his center fielder out a little bit deeper, and the right fielder. The left fielder didn't move, but he's already in a short porch over there in left field with the big green monster behind him.
The big screen monster.
The big screen monster.
I saw the big green monster.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I heard you went to the ball game. It's a grounder back to foul. He's going to throw to first base. We got the out. We got the win.
Woo!
Crushers win 2-0, and they advance. And I believe that our crusher of the game has to be Mason Fowl.
Oh, he pitched a tremendous
there's no way
game.
around it. Ian's going to go down and get him, and Tom and Jeannie are going to have a little chat with Mason. Tom, you've got some stats on him, and that'll help.
Like deja vu. Last time I was in the booth with the stream team, it was the season opener
Yes.
against the Trojans, and Mason Fowl was the player of the game that game. So it's deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra said.
It was a great game.
It was a great game.
It was
Who called Yogi Berra?
I called Yogi Berra. I said, deja vu all over again. I said, I did the first game against the Trojans, the season opener right here. Mason Fowle was the player of the game. And here we go later in the season, first playoff game.
Mason Fowle, player of the game.
And
Well, you know what? You can't not have him when you have a pitcher that pitches like that for 7 innings. Yeah, how many strikes did he end up with?
11 strikeouts by my count. And would have been 12 had the ball not gotten away. Well, no, actually, that was kind of a wash. Because
for our listeners, you want to check. I got a feeling that we'll be streaming the next baseball game, but it's not definite yet. All you got to do is check out our social media, and we'll get the word out there about streaming. We'll let Coach Fowle know. I don't want to be premature, but I do believe we will stream Friday's game, but you never know about they won't change the location, but they could change the time or the day. That's possible. I've seen districts do that before.
For sure.
Okay. So just hang tough on that one, and congratulations to Coach Fowle and his Crushers as they win this D6 playoff game 2-0. You got to give Claysburg a lot of credit. They hung in there. They really did.
They did.
They did. And I have to tell you, I thought Haney pitched a good game.
He did. He only gave up 4 hits. 4 hits, 2 runs on 4 hits.
They have nothing to hang their head on, that's for sure.
Well, we're going to hope that we can get Mason up here, and I'm going to say good night to everybody, good afternoon, and we'll be talking to you along the way. Jeannie and Mr. Fleming, Tom Fleming, are going to finish this thing out, and our crusher of the game is Mason Fowle, and I believe his stats speak for themselves.
I agree.
Young fella did a great job, and Ian's down there trying to you're not going to move Coach Fowle along. When he's ready, he'll be ready.
Not. No, you're not.
And I mean that affectionately.
Yeah, he's never at a loss for words, for sure. And
well,
every opportunity is an opportunity to coach him up, too.
Yeah, I mean, they did. Listen, they did have some missed opportunities. There's times when they had 2 and 3 people on the base that could have really pushed that score forward, and had it not been for, quite honestly, the excellent pitching of Mason Fowle, this could have gone another way.
They left 9 runners on base, and certainly Coach Fowle is going to address that because as you advance in the playoffs, the opponents get tougher, and
you're not going to be able to do that.
You can't squander away opportunities against good quality teams. So Coach Fowle meeting with the Crushers on the first base line. The Claysburg Kimmels are circling up in the left field outfield. It's bittersweet for Claysburg. A good season, but it comes to an end. That's the finale of playoffs.
Again, when you get it to this point and you make it into the second round of the playoffs for baseball, you've made a great accomplishment. So there's no reason to hang their heads low.
Coach Fowle already getting ready for the next one down there. I can guarantee you that. We've won the game. That's great. That's fantastic. But we got business to take care of.
He's an excellent coach.
Outstanding.
No doubt about it.
I think his statistical resume speaks for itself.
It certainly does.
You don't accomplish all that and not have a great head coach and a great coaching staff. And, of course, you got to have good players, too, who work at getting better. And that happens here at Bishop McCort with our baseball program. Now, Ian's down there trying to get Mason, but Coach Fowle's making a point, letting them know, we're here, guys. We're here. Want a big game. When Digger and I talked last week on Friday afternoon, he had just coming home from scouting Claysburg, I believe, and we both are concerned, and you'll understand this, Tom. That first round, you want to win, you want to be a higher seed, but that's the one you hold your breath on. This is the round where many of the upsets take place.
That's true. The lower seeds have nothing to lose. Sometimes the kids know the seedings as well, and they know if they're playing a lower seeded team, and sometimes you might have the natural tendency to kind of take an opponent lightly, but certainly the Crushers respected Claysburg coming into the game today, and it was a close game.
I see Channel 6 down there. We might have to wait for Mason. That's highly possible. They will probably want to chat it up with him or Coach Fowle, one or the other.
You want to filibuster for a little bit, Rob?
A little filibuster. Well, he's saying, Mason, I got to talk to you, okay? I knew that was going to happen.
If you can't get Mason, let's talk to Shaquille Ferguson. We'll just talk about track.
Yeah.
There you go.
All good stuff. Let them enjoy it. It's a playoff victory. Let them enjoy this playoff victory. Ian's got Mason coming up here, and I'll give him the headset, and you guys do your thing, man.
Got to do the interview on the field where they throw the bucket of water over the player when he's getting interviewed like the Pirates did.
Coach, we've been talking about that, and we're going to work on getting a like a portable mic for down on the fields, because like in football we can't even talk to the guys because they, what it's like after a football game. Mason Fowl going to join us as the crusher of the game. Played an outstanding baseball game. Jeannie and Tom will send us off. God bless everybody. And here comes Mason Fowl, the crusher of the game.
Mason, come on in and get out of the heat. We got air conditioning in here, buddy. There you go.
It's nice in here, huh?
Congratulations.
Great
what a performance. I'll tell you. That's outstanding. First question I got to ask you, did you know before the game how close you were to the big milestone of 200 strikeouts in your career? Were you aware?
I had no clue. My dad did a good job not letting me know. So I was surprised. I got the third strikeout in the first inning, turned around and saw on the board. But no, I really didn't know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was. It's hard to keep secrets around the schoolhouse at Bishop McCort, really, and that was one that was a highly guarded secret because your dad didn't want you to focus on individual accomplishments or anything like that, and certainly just keeping you focused, for the first round of the playoffs. But he did clue me in a little bit, and heck, not only did you get
over
200. Yeah, 3 strikeouts to get 200, but you finished with 11 strikeouts today. Outstanding.
Huge. You found the spot.
Yeah.
That outside spot.
Yeah, that's my whole career. I've tried to live on that outside part of the plate. It's as a hitter, it's a tough pitch to hit. So I know when I'm on the mound, that's where I want to attack.
Great. Well, you'll be playing Friday night.
Yep.
Right here at the Point Stadium. So we'll be seeing what time and who your opponent would be. We haven't gotten any scores on the other game.
Okay. Yeah. We'll definitely be scouting them.
You guys going to be ready?
We'll be ready. Yep.
All right.
Any final thoughts on today's game, or we'll give you the final word?
Shout out to Eric Radkowski behind the plate. He caught a great game today.
He sure did.
And he caught a bad one too off of there too.
Yeah,
hope he doesn't hold that against you at all. I mean, you guys, that's all.
So too.
That's all part of the game. But you're right. He did a good job back there behind the plate, and he was able to bounce back off after a little injury and finish out the game. So good job.
Well, Mason, we're going to let you get down and celebrate with your team.
All right. Thank you guys
Great game.
very much.
We can't wait till Friday.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, congratulations. What a milestone and what a performance today as well. Keep it rolling.
All right, everyone. That's the Crusher Sports Network for tonight. Be tuning in on Friday. We'll have out there when the time will be, but I feel pretty sure that we'll be doing that game as well. So that for Ralph, who, of course, is not here, and Tom Fleming, I'm Jeannie Feathers. Thank you so much, and we'll see you at the next game.